All right. Welcome back to another episode of Standing on Sports. This week we got, same old stuff, but this time we got some trade talks, talking about trade destinations. Trying to understand the trade deadline's November 5th.
Yeah.
So coming out a week from the day we're recording this. So one of the people we're going to talk about has already been traded. So that'll be exciting. And then, of course, you got Matt's power rankings. So get to really critique that, dive in.
Mm.
Better not have the Panthers in last. Actually, they deserve to be last.
I don't know
But
who else would be in last.
yeah, that's a good point. All right, let me share my screen real quick, and we can get into a quick little review of all the games that happened. Some crazy games this week. Vikings Rams. I gotta say, I was so surprised by this game just because. I mean, I think we all decided not to pick this game because we're definitely picking the Vikings. The Rams. I mean, Puka Nakua being back was a huge surprise. Cooper Kupp's back. They both look really good, especially Nakua coming back. It seemed like he was going to be limited. He wasn't. Rams look good. Their division is also like completely up for grabs where they can honestly make a run and they could win it all. I'd like to see that. I like the Rams. I like the Rams and the Seahawks more than the 49ers. All right. Who wants to talk about Eagles, Bengals? Wait, I said that weird. Sean?
Pass.
Yeah, okay, so I'll take this one. I mean, this game is a tale of the Bengals' entire season. Pretty much the Bengals have had pretty much no defense all year, and that was very apparent. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith were dominant outside. Jalen Hurts, this is the best he's looked in a while, in my opinion. He threw a couple of beautiful deep passes. And then Saquon Barkley was just doing Saquon Barkley things. I miss him. Rest in peace, or rest. He's not resting. He's actually improving. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Devonta Smith looked fantastic. This is probably his best game of the season, if I had to guess.
I think
overall
so.
a completely dominant game from the Eagles. So, yeah.
100%. All right, Sean, you want to talk about Ravens Browns?
Jameis Winston.
Masterclass.
It was something. Honestly, you should have thrown like 2 interceptions. The Ravens have 9 dropped interceptions this year.
Oh my gosh.
An insane amount. But the Ravens played terrible. The Browns learned how to win a game. I don't think the Browns are good, but I think this is just a game where the Ravens need to do better.
It's like that Raiders game at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. It's one of those like crazy games. I think the main takeaway I got from this is Tillman and Njoku. Like, if you're playing fantasy, pick them up. If you just like watching football, those 2 guys are going to ball out every week because Winston's going to throw the ball a lot.
My main takeaway from this game was that Sean Watson sucks, and Jameis Winston is my dog of the week. Never thought I'd say that, but hey, I'm so happy for him. His press conferences are hilarious, and I saw something that his 334-yard passing game is more passing yards than Deshaun Watson's had in a career game with the Browns. I think his career in the NFL, like starting, is over.
Okay, I have a funny stat. Can I say it's about Deshaun Watson? It's a funny stat.
I love it. Yeah.
We all made a comment about this. So go ahead.
I apologize. So in his tenure with the Browns, they're in the 5 or 6 nights now, including playoffs. There's 6 games where Deshaun Watson has not played. In all of those 6 games, there has been over 300 yards passing by the Browns. In every other game that Deshaun Watson has played for the Browns, there's been under 300 yards passed.
That's actually wild.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I thought I had to say that stat.
I'm glad you said that.
But yeah, okay.
I guess I can do Titans Lions. I don't know what needs to be said about this.
We can skip games if we want.
Titans suck.
300 plus return yards. That's all it needs to be said.
Lions are insane. Jared Goff's like incompletions, touchdowns, crazy. That's all I really got to say about that. Cardinals, Dolphins. That was a major upset with Tua being back. You got anything to say about this game?
I'll talk quickly. I don't know if I'd say it was a major upset, but this was Marvin Harrison's best game for sure. He looked good. He was actually getting open, even though he's been called slow throughout the season. There were a couple of plays where he was able to run away from Jalen Ramsey, and there's other plays like that where he looked good. Trey McBride was a fantastic target. I mean, as you can see on the stat line there. But again, Miami's a completely different team when Tua's back. Like a completely different team with Tua being back, and I think Miami will likely win some games going forward that we weren't expecting them to win.
Yep, hot Tua's back.
Sean, talk about your boy Drake
Ah,
May.
Drake May got a concussion that should have been called a personal foul because you slide, you want to protect quarterbacks, but then you let them get hit in the head. We watched Caleb Williams get hurt on the exact same thing. He just didn't end up getting a concussion. Anyway, he goes out. Jacoby Brissett somehow, some way, the Patriots win this game. I think the Patriots are still bad, but I think the Jets are just terrible. I think
It's actually wild how
Aaron
bad they are.
Rodgers is terrible. I think
He's
he's the
washed.
issue. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
It's crazy, like saying Aaron Rodgers is the issue. I mean, besides like before, like the morale of your team, I could see, but like the fact that he's like just playing bad. Falcons Bucks, dude. Okay, I thought this game was going to be a blowout, and the way the Falcons, Baker Mayfield, he's like that. Okay, he's like that. 350 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. And it's last Sunday was National Tight Ends Day. Cade Otton and Kyle Pitts, I think, had their both their career best games. So shout out to them. Kirk Cousins looks great. I think he's the Falcons made a lot of offseason additions. I think Kirk Cousins is definitely the best one. They've had such quarterback questions since Matt Ryan retired, but I think Cousins is going to be a good replacement for the next. I honestly think 2-3 years until they actually put Penix in. So that's all I gotta say about that. Packers, Jaguars.
I'll see this.
Okay.
I think the Packers win. Their defense is not good. Packers defense not good. Needs help outside of Xavier McKinney. Everything else is garbage. The Jags shouldn't have been that close. Christian Kirk was supposed to be on the trade block. Now he's out for the rest of the season. So bye trading him for a 6th-round pick. No, that's not going to happen. I think the Jags are still terrible. I don't know. It's a weird game. I don't think we really got a lot from it.
I don't think the Packers have a terrible defense like you're saying. I don't think it's I don't think it's the best
What
one.
happened
It's
to
the best.
one comment?
It's the best they've had in a while. Hey, because I mean, what's
if you're
bad
making
when we
wrong
say
comments.
Yeah, I gotta correct
best they had in a
Um,
while. They let the Jags score 27.
Yeah, but they also, I mean, Jordan Love also got injured, and Malik Willis. I mean, he's Malik Willis. So, anyways, Colts Texans. Matt, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, this was a game that was close for some reason. Not really sure why. Anthony Richardson, as he does, threw a bomb to I believe Josh Downs. And Josh Downs, it was a 69-yard reception. And then Josh Downs had another amazing catch. I don't know if you guys saw that. And then I think the biggest story of this game was Anthony Richardson calling himself out because he was tired. And so because he was tired,
That's wild.
And he has now proceeded to get benched because of most likely it is speculated because of that move. He has now been benched, and that for Joe Flacco.
I think it's because he's ass.
Well, there's that. Well, again, he's playing bad, but as someone who's trying to lead a team, if you go out because you're tired, and he didn't even try to lie. He straight up said, "I went out because I was tired." The Texans offense needs to play better against this kind of a defense. I think their defense is okay. They've got a good defensive line, but their corners leave a lot to be desired. Their safeties leave a lot to be desired. Jonathan Taylor once again back had a good game at least. And then I don't know. I probably should talk about the Texans more, but there's not much to say right now. So Saints Chargers. Let's not talk about this game.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to say about the Texans, Stephon Diggs torn ACL.
Yeah, yep.
He's lost.
ACL.
Yep.
Saints Chargers. Only thing I want to say, highlight Ladd McConkey, best game of his career so far. Bills Seahawks. I thought it was gonna be a good game. It was not a good game.
Nope.
Bills are like that. James Cook, masterclass. He really clutched it for my fantasy team.
Khalil Shakir, now that Amari Cooper's opening space.
Dude, and Keon Coleman. I feel like their wide receivers are finally getting together. They're really coming together. The Seahawks, I don't know how to feel about the Seahawks. They're I feel like one game they look really good, next game they're not doing anything. Panthers Broncos. Panthers are, they're going to have the number 1 pick in the draft. That was bad. That was horrible. Chiefs, Raiders. I think the Chiefs are undisputed number 1. I was looking at their schedule.
They don't blow out. They don't win games
They don't look like a number 1, but they win, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's because I think their defense is just insane. I think they might honestly go undefeated this year. Their hardest game is at Buffalo in a few weeks, and if they win that game, I think. I don't know. Well, if they don't, I think they win out.
Probably.
I think they're undefeated. Anyways, y'all have anything to say about this game? It was closer than it should have been, but it is what it is. This is the game.
Screw this game. No, okay, Sean, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
You can go.
Oh my gosh, neither of these teams deserve to win this game. The Bears tried to throw by giving a handoff to an offensive lineman who couldn't hold on to the ball. Jaden Daniels couldn't do anything against this defense. This is like the best game that anyone's had against Jaden Daniels, like making him look something tells me he probably wasn't fully all the way back from his injury, just from the way everything looked this game. And again, as Jaden Daniels, it looks like he has 326 yards. Don't be fooled. 60 of those came on a pass, like the last pass play of the game. Where who was it? That cornerback that was literally off taunting the fans was the one who tipped it up into the hands of the waiting Commanders receiver. Like, this was just a sloppy game all around. Neither of these teams deserve to win this game, especially the Bears with all their trash play call. It was a masterclass of how not to run a game from both of these teams.
The Maryland Miracle. Cowboys, Niners. Niners aren't good. They're not going to the division.
Can I talk about this? Okay, I want to talk about the last two.
We're at 11 minutes.
I know. The Niners have a systematic problem of not knowing how to hold on to games. They go into the fourth quarter up by 10 every time and try to throw the game. This is like the fourth straight game they've tried to do it, and I don't understand what's going on. I'm done talking about that game.
I agree. They're not good.
That is not what I said.
I love
Steelers, Giants. I just want to say the Steelers are legit.
They are.
And Matt, don't cry.
Dude.
Okay,
Matt,
I know.
Your
go.
team sucks. Your team sucks. I lost both fantasy games because your team sucks.
Okay, right. let me talk about this game. So one dog of the week is TJ Watt. 2 sacks, 7 tackles, and then I don't know if you guys saw it, that strip sack and recovering his own strip sack. It was like a beautiful play. I saw it coming. I was only watching him that play. I watched it live.
Yeah,
I was watching him. I watched him take Jermaine Illuminor and just throw him. It was disgusting. TJ Watt, my dog of the week. Great play.
Dang, you chose the dog of the week on the guy who
ruined our game.
Team.
Who ruined our game? Yes, that man.
Dang.
He had a fantastic game though. And he also had 2 QB hits and more pressures on top of that. But outside of that, I'm also pissed at the Steelers because Chris Boswell, I needed him to get me one more point to win my fantasy league in my home league, and he had 14, not 15. So screw him. And then
tough.
On top of that, the Giants' offense is abysmal. And then whenever their offense does do good things, because they will make some good play calls, Daniel Jones will then just go throw it away and either throw an interception or he'll fumble the ball because he's Daniel Jones.
Tyron Tracy, he looks good.
Yes, he does. I agree. He should be our starting running back, and yeah, it's just bad though.
Let's hop right into Matt's power rankings. Would you like that, Sean?
Let's do some power rankings.
Hey,
Panthers are last, baby. The Panthers are last, and it is deserved.
Oh yes.
Every other week, I would have argued with you, but after that, and Bryce Young coming back,
there's no way you put the Giants above the Patriots.
Definitely, the Giants would beat the Patriots if they play today, 100%.
But wait, how do you have to? Okay, the Jets should be lower than, in my opinion.
Then who?
The Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Raiders, the Giants. I mean, they should be lower than the Patriots. The Patriots just beat them.
No, the Patriots moved up a spot, and the Jets went down a lot of spots. That's how this is going to work. I don't think
you're like that. You're like the AP voters.
So, do you think that if the Jets and Patriots played again, the Jets win?
Yes.
I also think that.
Yeah, exactly. I think if they played again, the Jets win. However, I move the Jets down a lot. I'm off the Jets train. Yes.
You think a Rattler Saints beats the Patriots?
Derek Carr's coming back.
A Rattler Saints does not beat anybody, bro.
I think the Panthers are better than Rattler Saints, but sadly we're not going to see that because
Derek Carr's coming back. So yes, Sean, your question.
So is this ranking? I know we say this every week, but I forgot. Is this ranking based off what we saw, like what we saw last week,
or going into next week?
Like going into.
It's what I believe would happen. It's what I believe would happen this upcoming week. If
okay. Well, I think the Rams deserve to be back in the top 16. They are bad.
Bro, I moved them so many spots up.
Wait, didn't we have them at 24?
I moved them so many spots up.
Okay, no, that's valid. Give them one more week, but if they
I want to see one more week of it. Cardinals, I think they played well.
There are a lot of top teams. I think the only other team I'll argue for is I think the Dolphins with Tua being back would definitely beat the Jaguars, would definitely beat the Jets and the Browns. Like
Yeah,
I think
but
they should be.
they're-
I
will
honestly,
say-
I will say I agree with you guys on the Dolphins. I think I put them too low, and I think
Mm.
I want to argue for the Browns to go up as well. I would argue against my own power rankings. I think the Browns should go up I think the Browns would beat the Colts, the Bengals.
I don't know. With Flacco at quarterback, I think the Colts beat the
True.
Browns.
Yeah, that's maybe.
I think
I
that-
honestly,
I mean-
okay, drop the Cowboys down to 23, and
I
whatever
think you
else.
got to drop the Bengals. That defense is abysmal.
Yeah,
That defense is terrible.
I could swap I think Bengals and Cowboys go down, and Colts and Browns go up. Maybe.
I think the Cowboys just need to just get relegated until they act right.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's get into the
You
juicy part,
think
though.
they need to get relegated, not the Panthers?
I mean, we know what the Panthers are going to do every year, but like,
Fair enough.
You guys ready
Fair
for
enough.
the?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
What?
Hey, the Packers number 3. Whoa.
Wait, this is like Jordan Love is healthy. I will say that Jordan Love is
Okay,
healthy.
okay.
That-
Okay,
that's
that was like
stipulation.
I was
All
about
right.
to
Well,
say.
then, all right. Then I think the Texans should drop to 10.
10.
If we're talking
Okay.
healthy, their team is dead, Matt. Their team is
Nico
dead.
Collins will be back in 2 weeks, maybe a week. It's fine.
You dropped the Vikings a lot for that loss.
I did drop the Vikings a lot for that loss because of the fact that Sean McVay actually laid out a game plan to beat them. It was the first time Brian
Isn't
Flores'
that like
defense.
one does that week in, week out?
Can I talk, please?
No.
Oh, okay. No.
Boy,
It's like
I can remove Sean.
So the Lions have a lot of they have a very specific roster that is made to win games their way. No one in the NFL can recreate that because of the team that the Lions have. However,
I don't
the
know. I
Vikings,
feel like sorry.
the Rams laid out a really good game plan of how to beat Flores' defense with quick outs, screen plays that his defense just kind of looked not ready for. And
That's a good point.
so I don't know. I think now that there's a recreatable strategy to beat the Vikings, we need to see how Flores adjusts before I'm willing to move him back up ahead of some of these other teams.
Bro, that put him in timeout. That's crazy.
That's a good point. I did. That's a good point though, because I mean, I think the Lions and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. I don't even know, but the Lions are like you said, they're almost an uncoachable against team, just because they have so much talent, which
And
is
you
crazy.
can't recreate what they do. You can't recreate what they do because they're so much better than you.
And then,
Yes, Sean.
exactly. So them against the
wait, no,
Vikings,
yeah.
that, and then, but also agree with the only other team I think is like that in the NFL is the Ravens. I mean, obviously they lose these games, but you can't practice against Lamar Jackson.
I think
It's
You know what I
you can practice against Jaden Daniels, and that's the equivalent of practicing against Lamar Jackson. But
Fair.
I think I was gonna say the only other team outside of the Chiefs and Lions that playing great is the Steelers. There's not I wouldn't say if you look at the roster, I know their defense is great, but you can't look at that roster and be like, all right, that's like a top 5 Super Bowl contender.
no,
But
they win.
you cannot tell me that their head coach every year he has never gone below 500, and there's a reason.
Insane.
He
In all
knows how to
17
work
seasons.
with what he's got. And this year, I think Russell Wilson's probably their best quarterback they've had since Ben Roethlisberger.
I agree with that. So, Sean, that being said, who would you put the Steelers above?
I would slot them into.
I think
6
they're
or
where they
7.
are. I don't think they beat the Commanders right now.
I think
The
defense
I don't.
destroy Jaden Daniels and that offensive line. They would kill him.
I don't know. I think honestly, I think it rings pretty. The only thing I would maybe move is possibly the Eagles down a little bit. I think the Ravens are still better than the Eagles.
I would move the Ravens down.
Dude, I'm excited.
That Ravens lost to the Browns,
If
man.
we
They looked so
the
bad.
Vikings in timeout, then the Ravens really need to be in timeout. You lose to Oakland and you lose to the
You
Browns.
say Oakland? Get out of here, bro.
Oh my God.
What are you
Dude,
living
you did that
2018?
earlier.
Because they shouldn't have moved to
2018.
Vegas, but that's a whole different.
Man,
that's a whole different
Man is living in the past.
back in my golden years. Yeah.
You peaked in high school. I will say the Bears are better than the 49ers.
No,
They're beating them any day.
nope. You're just doing this to get a rise out of me. You're just
Dude,
doing this to get a rise out of me. We know that.
All right, wait.
I legitimately think. Okay, what, Sean?
16, 17, and 18 are all in the same division. Do you think right now the Seahawks are the best team in that division?
I think the Rams are the best team in the division right now.
I think
Also, you know the crazy thing. You know who's winning that division right now is the team you have in last place, the Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Yeah, I know. But the record, the standings are not the power rankings, and I stand by that. Okay.
All right. Well, I mean,
stand on sports.
Okay. I know. I saw him saying to get a ruse out of you, but at the same time, like I do believe it. I would not be surprised if the 49ers missed the playoffs.
So what I want to say with the 49ers is the 49ers have been in a position outside of the Vikings game where they should have won pretty much every game. Maybe not the Chiefs. I can't remember the Chiefs game. They should have won, but they haven't because they blow leads, and it makes no sense. I don't know how they do it. But I've been saying all season there is a systematic problem there that should be able to be fixed. I don't know why they just blow leads. Like it happened in the Rams game. It happened in the Cardinals game. 2 of their losses, they were up by at least 10, if not more. And they lost. They let up those huge comebacks, and they tried to do it against the Cowboys, and they tried to do it against one other team I'm blanking on the name of right now. But there's a problem there, and if they solve that problem, they instantly jump up like 6 spots.
All right. Hey, I already know what you're going to say, Matt, so I'm going to ask these questions to Sean. Sean, I'm going to read you the rest of the 49ers schedule, and I want you to tell me who's going to win these games.
Is Christian McCaffrey back this week?
He's technically supposed to be back on the 10th, which is their next game because they have a bye.
So are we okay? Are we answering this with him back or no?
With him back, yes.
Okay.
All right, Sean. You think the 49ers are beating the Bucks?
Yes.
The Seahawks?
Wait, do the Bucks have Mike Evans or no?
No. Or they might actually. They might have Mike Evans.
But they
won't have.
Is it at the Seahawks or is it home?
No, it's home.
They win.
Okay. Packers.
Where is it at?
At Packers.
Packers win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At Bills. It's a night game.
Bills win.
Okay. Versus the Bears.
Wow, this is a tough schedule. Holy crap.
Yeah, exactly.
49ers.
Okay. Versus the Rams, who they already lost to.
They win. I think it's a split.
Yeah, they win. Okay. At Dolphins.
Win.
Versus the Lions.
Lose.
Yep. Cardinals. At
Win.
Cardinals.
Win.
Okay, so
they could play
So you have them losing.
That's a 9 and games. That's a 9 and 7. What is that? A 9 and 8 team? Ooh, that might not be a playoff team.
Exactly. They have a tough schedule.
That's a tough schedule.
That's like some of those. And some of those games, like you really like. I mean, you said that they could split the Rams. The Rams. I mean, I could see the Rams. The Rams beat them without Nakua and Cup. They have them back now. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, yes, I am like hating on the Niners just because like it's kind of fun, but also like legitimately, I was looking at their schedule. I was like, dang, they could miss the playoffs, especially with how close their division is.
I think by the end of the season, which is crazy, they could be a top 10 team that misses the playoffs, in my opinion. Like if once everyone comes back, like they could be a top like skill wise, they could be a top 10 team that misses the playoffs. I can see it. Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't maybe not say top 10, but I'd say a good team. Sorry, I'm just getting a ruse out of you. But all right. Next, do you want to do trade talks or you want to go into predictions?
Let's do some trade talk.
Let's do trade talk. All right, I'll take this off the screen so it can just be our beautiful faces.
All right.
Here we are.
Oh my god.
All right.
Should we talk about the one that already happened?
Yeah, literally today. Yeah, Diontae Johnson.
That was gonna probably be like the top one we talked about.
He was literally on my list.
His name was already on the graphic that I made.
He was on the top of my list.
Yeah. Him going to the Ravens, I think it makes sense.
I don't
think it solves any of the Ravens' problems though. Like their offense is not their problem currently. Their defense is their problem.
Yeah, but I think the problem with the defense is they just can't catch the football, which I don't know if that's like he dropped 9 interceptions, like I said. Like, how is that like a teachable trait or like a gettable? Like, you can't just go get someone and be like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think even even if you are dropping those interceptions, I still think it's a problem when you're allowing 291 passing yards a game on average. Like, I think that's a problem.
No, okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
no,
That's fair.
I agree. I think their defense was a problem, and on offense, I feel like it was. I guess their O line's gotten better now, but I don't know. They were making good work with Rashad Bateman. They're finally using Mark Andrews. Isaiah Likely still gets some action. Like, it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. I mean, they got him for literally nothing, which is annoying because that's just what the Panthers do. But I don't know. I like you said. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of. I don't think this I feel like this isn't like the Amari Cooper to the Bills or like what we thought the Devontae to the Jets was going to be. I'm kind of like I need to see what happens with it. But like you said, their offense has been so good where it's like it just makes it better a little bit.
Well, yeah, let's not like completely undersell it. Don't worry. It is definitely an improvement. He is definitely the best receiver in that room already. Like
he's the best outside receiver.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, best outside receiver.
Yeah,
that's a good clarification.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Matt. What about you? What's your next trade target?
Yeah, so I've got a couple. I wrote down 3, and then there's like a 4th honorable mention. My first one, Titans cornerback Roger McCreary to the Commanders is a move I would like to see. He's cheap. He's only cost about $2.5 million a year.
Wow.
The Commanders don't have someone ranked within the top 100 corners by PFF. Out of I think 190.
And y'all keep saying like the Commanders don't have issues.
I've never said that. First of all, but again, they don't have someone ranked in the top 100 in PFF out of 190. But he is ranked like wild. He's ranked like mid 60s, which like it's not going to save them, but it's going to give them someone who's at least a little more reliable. Titans are selling. They're sellers. They just want picks. You'd probably be traded for like a 5th round pick. This is where my honorable mention applies to 2 teams. I'll just mention it here. The Commanders getting a corner is one of my big things, no matter what, and I think they could possibly get J.C. Horn. Like I think it would hurt the Panthers so much, but J.C. Horn is not in the Panthers rebuild window. Think about it. The Panthers are on like a 4-year rebuild. By that point, J.C. Horn will already be like 2 years into his contract, and he gets hurt too much anyways. Like it's just not someone you want to carry along and pay too much money to.
It's a Carolina boy.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't think it will get done, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
I hope it doesn't get done. It does make a lot of sense, but I would hate it. Mm-hmm. I hope that if we do that, but I hope if we do that, we like actually get something good for that. If we don't get something good for J.C. Horn,
you'd get a conditional or a 3rd round pick with a conditional 2nd.
I think it's 4th conditional 3rd.
I don't know. His upside is way too good.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, like he was drafted ahead of Surtain. Shut up, man. He's actually been playing good. He's like the one good thing we have right now.
That's why I think you
guys like his stats get overlooked because we lose, and like he's on the ball he's on the field 24/7. Yep. My pick, I'm going to mention one of mine right now, just because you mentioned the Commanders cornerback. I'm thinking Greg Newsome from the Browns. They're a cornerback 2 who honestly is like a cornerback 1. And
he hasn't been playing as good.
The Browns are also in the point that they're selling. What do you say?
He hasn't been playing as good this year as he was last year, but he's still okay.
Yeah. I mean, their whole defense is kind of like been as good this year, though. You know.
That's because they're on the field 24/7. So like, you can't really comment on it too much.
But I think it's. But if anything, like I feel like because he hasn't been playing as good, it's more of a reason why they might be able to get him. Yeah. And like you said, if their cornerbacks are all outside the top 100, that's a huge upgrade.
Yeah,
I think Newsome could be a cornerback 1 on like a lot of teams.
I think he's ranked like the 50th. I think he's ranked like 50th right now, maybe 60th.
Okay.
I was actually looking at Newsome as one of my targets.
Okay. Do you think? There's a question. Do y'all think Denzel Ward is tradable?
Nope.
Even though the Browns are like terrible.
Nope.
Is he younger?
No, he's older.
He just signed his
28, 29, right? Isn't he 28 or 29?
No.
Is he younger than that?
He was in the same draft as Baker Mayfield.
Oh, dang. He's 27. Okay, yeah, he's not getting traded.
Okay.
And if he does, it would be too much. He's like a top 5 corner in the NFL, maybe top 10. That'd be like a 1st round pick, and I don't know if the Commanders want to do that. They're 2nd round pick anyways.
That's true. And also, the Commanders are young enough where like they don't need to be selling everything. Mm-hmm. All right, my 2 picks. This is also another Brown, Zadarius Smith. I think Zadarius Smith. That's kind of like my buy higher because I think the Lions are going to get pass rusher. I think you were going to talk about this, Sean, but I think Zadarius Smith could be that guy, or an underrated guy, Josh Uche from the Patriots.
Sorry, no, Josh Uche's already gone. He's a Chief.
He just got traded.
He got traded
when
today.
Yeah, last night. Early this morning. One of the two.
I missed that. That's crazy.
Sorry.
All right, whenever we'll scratch that. I guess that was good. Okay. Anyways, all I'll say about him is like his salary is only 1.3 mil a year, while the Chiefs got him.
Yeah, Chiefs got him.
Yeah,
Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
We already knew that,
dude. Yeah, good point. Okay, well, I think Zadarius Smith. Then I think he's a good target for the Lions. I think the Lions are in kind of they're not in a win now situation right now, but I think like their window is open, and it's like for the next like 2-3 years before you have to really start signing these guys back. Like Aiden Hutchinson's going to be like the highest paid pass rusher when he gets his contract. So if they get Zadarius Smith, I think that'd be a huge pickup for them. A decent replacement for what they had with his injury. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Did y'all have any pass rushers going to the Lions?
I do.
Sean go.
I have the Broncos, Baron Browning. I don't think the Broncos are in like a sell spot, but I think it sounded like they're just trying to get rid of him.
They're really deep.
Really?
They're deep at edge and pass rusher.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, the Broncos have like one of the best defenses, and they will for like the years to come. So if you can stack draft picks, even if it's like a whatever you can get for him, like I think the Lions are in win now mode. Like I think they'll be great for years to come, but like this year more than ever, it looks like they could win it. If Aiden Hutchinson's on that team right now, them and the Chiefs are light years above everyone else.
100%.
But he's not, and so they need some help on the edge. So I think the Broncos trade him to the Lions and kind of get some help there.
I agree. And one thing I want to say with that, the Lions point too, is because like another reason why I think win now is right now is because their division is like the best in football. And honestly, I think this is the worst it's going to be for the next like 5 years. The Packers are all going to be getting better. The Bears are definitely going to be getting better with the young QB and core. Same thing with the Vikings. Like that's all young, good teams, good coaches. Like right now, the other teams are young. I think the Packers have a little bit of age on them, the Lions have a little bit of age on them, which is crazy. But I think right now is the biggest win now for them. I think there's, like you said, they're still going to be good, but like their competition in their division is only going to get tougher from here on out. I have one more pick. Do y'all have any? Sean, you haven't said too many. Do you have another pick?
Yeah, I'm going offense for this.
Okay.
I think, Matt, you may or may not like this. I think Darius Slayton is gone. He's kind of older. They're definitely in a rebuild. He showed yesterday he's still good. You know,
he's really good. Like he's fantastic.
I think he'll fit. I don't know. He's an interesting person.
I think him to the Bucks. Him to the Bucks makes a lot of sense.
I think him to the Bucks alongside Mike Evans would definitely work.
The only problem with that is him and Mike Evans are pretty similar as his play styles, but
I could also see him going to the 49ers.
Yeah. Yep. Or a place like
fair point. Could y'all see him also, depending on what he like would sell for? Could you see the Commanders making a move at a wide receiver?
Giants wouldn't trade him to the Commanders. That would hurt too much. They've already lost like Saquon to the Eagles. They wouldn't lose Darius Slayton to the Commanders.
That's a good point.
I also don't, and this is crazy. I know that they only have like one well-known like player, like McLaurin, but I think they need more defensive help than they do offensive.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Jayden Daniels can make up for a lot of their offensive flaws, but I'm not seeing anyone on that defense that's like consistently can make up for,
I think the only reason why, because like their defense has been playing better than expected, and I think that's only because of Dan Quinn. Like he's been he could honestly, I think Coach of the Year is up to him right now and Kevin O'Connell. I think, and maybe Dan Campbell. I think those are like the three that are kind of in the discussion in my eyes. Because what he's been able to do his first year.
I think two teams. They're not like I don't have like a player going to one, but I think one that's could sell and one that could buy. I think the Colts could be a buyer. Not what the division's so bad.
Yeah.
The Texans are injured. If you start Flacco, you're basically saying like, all right, we're not playing around. We want to win games. But their team, like defensively, is not the best. So if you go get like a cheap defensive back for that for just 1 year, make a playoff push, see what happens. If you give up like a 5th round pick, like how much does that really kind of hurt you?
I mean, I think right now the Colts are in the playoffs, like technically in the playoff picture. I could be wrong. They were last week at least.
I think they are because they. Oh wait, no, they lost.
They lost the Texans.
No.
Yeah, no, they're the 8th right now. The Chargers are ahead of them. The last pick I have, or actually, wait, Sean, what was the team that you think will be a seller?
Oh, I think the Bengals. I think you just cut the season. I think this may be crazy. I think T. Higgins gets traded. Like if we're gonna like have stuff like a blockbuster trade, I meant T. Higgins never got his deal that he wanted.
T. Higgins of the Bucks, make it happen.
No, because, Godwin's contract ends.
That's what I'm saying. T. Higgins of the Bucks.
Oh my God, that would.
The only way that I see that, because the thing is like they have 5 losses. They can only lose like what 2 more games.
They play a division that they will not win.
They play the Ravens still. They play the Steelers twice.
They're not.
They play the Raiders. They play the Raiders this weekend. I think if they somehow lose to the Raiders, T. Higgins gets traded, 100%.
Where does T. Higgins go if it's not the Bucks? Does he go to the Cowboys?
Thankfully, the Chiefs already traded for D-Hop. Thankfully, so they
that would be great.
What do you think? The Cowboys or the?
No, not the Cowboys.
No, Chargers. Chargers, they're in the playoffs right now.
Ooh, that would be a. I would really like that
move. I love that move.
That'd be good.
I might throw him on the graphic just to get some attraction.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. What about Broncos?
I don't think the Broncos are buying. I don't think Bo Nix. I don't think they're buying yet. I think they still want to build.
Fair.
Yeah, I think you just use your first round draft pick and get one of the top receivers, and then just. I think they're building, but they're definitely ahead of schedule type.
That's true. I agree with that. Kind of same with like the Commanders, kind of what the Texans were last year. Hopefully the Panthers get there next year.
God.
The last guy that I put on my list is Mike Williams, and I think I had him down going to the Chargers, going back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
That was
he already knows the team and everything, and like I mean they have Devontae, Garrett Wilson, and Lazard. I mean, does he even get used anymore? Like, honestly, I don't know.
He had a really good catch. He had a really important catch in the last game.
In the Patriots game?
Yeah, in the Patriots game, he had a really important catch.
Oh, really? Okay.
But other than that, no, he should be.
Okay.
Gone.
So
I agree with you.
So it's like, I think he's definitely like for him to be like the wide receiver 4 on a team. I feel like he could be a wide receiver 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he was a first round pick. So
this might be crazy, but I'm just throwing it out there. What if he went to the Texans? Because Tank Dell, yes, he's slotted, like he's going to get more receptions, or targets, but he hasn't been playing well at all.
Yeah, a lot of drops.
Wait,
you think
T. Higgins or Mike Williams?
No,
Mike Williams.
This 1 year, like $5 million or whatever.
I can see that.
Because they're also, once again, that division is terrible.
Yeah.
It's basically the Colts and the Texans, right? And it's basically like, do one of them want to make a move and just bypass the other one, or what?
Hey, you know I could see happening. The Texans play the Jets on Thursday night. They're gonna see Jets don't use Mike Williams. They're gonna transfer him the next day.
It's like in I don't know, Matt, you might know. It's like in baseball. The amount of people get traded like mid game, and then they end up like on a team that literally they're playing them the next series is crazy.
That's wild.
But
all right, let's transition and let's. Let's go into it. All right,
I'll be pretty quick.
Graphic up. Fill the graphic.
Yeah, fill the graphic. Okay. Well, I think the Falcons are buyers this season. with the way they've been playing. And what's their biggest need? Pass rush. 100%. They need pass rushers. They've had I think they have like the lowest pressure rate in the NFL. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I know it's low. It's like third, bottom 5 in the NFL.
That Matt Judon trade has like done nothing for him.
I think he's been good on the run, but he's not been he has not been pass rushing for them. And so with that being said, I'm going back to the Titans to buy more because we know they're selling. I would like the Falcons to get Arden Key. I think he's rated like 40th in the NFL right now in pass rush, and which is really good. I think it'd be a good buy, and also he is not that expensive, and he's an upgrade over anything the Falcons have. And then the other option, there's another option on the Titans actually. He's a little bit older, Harold Landry. He's a little bit better against the run, but he still can rush the pass. He can still pass rush. There you go. Rush the pass. Yeah, rush the pass is fine.
I mean, it's still right, but
it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think big one, Arden Key to the Falcons. And then my last one, I think the Ravens are buyers. And one, they can go for any of the two corners I've already mentioned. But also, I think the Patriots are sellers, and Jonathan Jones from the Patriots, you are a Raven. I think
the only one safe on the Patriots defense
is Cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the only person on that team that like is worth paying.
I feel like Christian Gonzalez kind of reminds me of like Pat Surtain in a way of, and J.C. Horn. Pat Surtain now I think is recognized, but like he was on a bad team for so long that like, but he's been locking people down this season.
That'd be crazy.
He's so good.
What if is J.C. Horn like a free agent after this year, or
no, he's got one more year, I think.
Yeah, he still has one more year.
That'd be crazy to see the Patriots pick him up too, and like opposite of Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez and J.C. Horn on the same.
Dude, that would be a crazy for like 5+ years. You could get those guys. Like
the Panthers are so poverty, dude.
Yep.
It's actually wild.
Oh, are you ready for this Germany game? Like, let's get hype.
Is that not this week, but the week after?
Yeah.
Like so. Okay. Poor Germans.
I think that's all my trades. With that being said, we want to get into some quicker previews and picks.
I know some good picks. I like good predictions. I like that.
Yeah.
It's I do that. I like the T. Higgins idea. At first, I was a little skeptical, but like
if they lose, I could see if they lose, I can see it.
Their defense is just so
bad.
Because I mean, you might as while they have them, you might as well trade them. So
yeah.
Mm.
But the other thing, I'll make one more quick note. If the Bengals beat we can talk about this quick with the game. If the Bengals beat the Raiders, I actually think they become buyers for a pass rusher, which is interesting.
The season, I don't know. Personally, I feel like the season's over. 5 losses, and you still have half years.
Yeah,
like. But the one thing is like the whole reason why you like did the franchise tag and everything with T. Higgins, you like had the holdout on Jamar Chase is because you didn't think. They want this to be a good season so bad. I mean, of course they do.
Okay, wait. I'm seeing this on the screen now, and I can't let it go any longer. Why are the Jets favored? I know the Texans receivers are hurt. The Jets are favored by 2.
Because that's actually wild. The media will not give up on Aaron Rodgers. They love him too much.
If you guys are seeing this, bet of the week, lock of the week, Texans to cover +2. Texans to win.
And parlay that with Mike Evans going to the Texans. That's Mike not Evans. Even a thing.
Mike Evans.
There we go.
Mike Williams. They're all the same to me, man.
Yeah, in the post-game interview, Mike Williams will be traded.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just want to point that I could not let that go any longer without saying anything. So we don't talk about that game. I don't know if you guys want to take it away. What games we want to talk about? I got 6 written down.
It would have been such a cool matchup, but the Jets just suck.
Yeah. No, the Jets were good. That'd be like a prime. That would be a good little
Yeah. I got Breece Hall, so I'm going to watch it. Cowboys, Falcons. I don't think we really need to talk about this game. That was one of my 6.
That was one of my 6 actually that I had.
Oh, really? Cowboys, Falcons.
Because I think this is the Cowboys' last chance at this season.
Last chance.
Yeah, because I mean, it's funny. I feel like last year. This is their first bad regular season in the last 2-3 seasons. If they had a bad season, if they had the season last year, I think they would have been fine. But their division, the Commanders and the Eagles are both so good that they're you're right. They're not going to make the playoffs. Honestly, I don't think they are anymore.
No.
We should do maybe we'll do that next week. Is we should do a
Playoff prediction.
Like a playoff prediction, like halfway through the season,
I like
post trade deadline.
Yeah, because that's 9
We all
games.
do it?
Yeah, that'd be.
I like
I
that.
like that. Sweet. Yeah. So, are we gonna pick this game or no?
I didn't have them in my 6, but I also had a trash game as well.
Oh, I didn't pick a trash game, so we can cut this.
Okay, we can.
Because I think we're all gonna pick the Falcons, right? Or are you
Yeah.
picking the Cowboys? Okay.
Yeah, I'm picking the Falcons.
Yeah,
The Falcons look really good. Kirko Cousins is cooking.
And it's spooky season. He loves that.
Did y'all the? Ooh, oh yeah, this game's on Halloween. Dolphins Bills.
No.
Did y'all have this?
Really?
I didn't.
Okay, I thought. Okay, do y'all have this Raiders Bengals?
Nope.
No.
All right. Is this your trash game, Sean?
Actually, no, but it could be. Well, okay, so my trash.
Is this your trash game?
It was gonna be that, but
Oh,
now
yeah.
that I know that Derek Carr is back, I don't want to predict it because
Okay, that's a good point. I would say this is the only opportunity that we get to pick a Panthers game. Actually, no, we'll pick the Giants-Panthers game.
No, we're picking Giants.
We're going to pick a Giants-Panthers. That's going to be an automatic dub for y'all because I'm not picking against the Panthers. I do like this trash game more. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Patriots Titans. Let's talk about it. Is Drake May playing? That's.
I was about to say that's big. If Drake May doesn't,
if Drake May plays, the Patriots win.
Yeah.
I think no matter what, the Patriots win this game.
Yeah, I think that's very possible.
I think it's very. I also I'm at giving up 52 points, and 90% of those 52 points were from special teams. Is like I don't know. That's bad.
Yeah.
Not like the Patriots are good, man.
I think like the real trash bowl would be Titans Panthers. I think those are like easily the worst two teams in the league. And the Patriots, I mean, like their defense, they got some notable players on there, and their offense with Drake May is actually functioning. So, and Ramondre Stevenson's a good guy. So, I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Patriots.
I'm also picking the Patriots here. Especially Drake May or Jacoby Brissett. I think I'm still going to pick him. Mason Rudolph looked like he could do something for about 10 minutes last week and then decided to no longer do anything. So
wasn't it 14-14 at one point?
Yes, I think I sent that in the group chat. It was 14-14 and then it ended 52-14.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so go
Sean,
go
who you got?
We know Sean's got the Patriots. Come on now.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Sean's team. That's crazy.
My next game is on the screen. Broncos Ravens.
Ooh. Okay.
I think this is a game where the spread does not tell the story. I don't think it's going to be that far away. I think this Broncos defense is really good. Although I do think the Ravens are looking for a bounce back game after last week. And I think it'll be interesting to see if is Diontae Johnson integrated, and if he is, that means that Surtain is going to just be following him, and which is going to free up Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman a lot.
Yeah,
and Andrews.
Yeah,
and Mark Andrews is catching touchdowns at least. Not he's not getting many targets and reception, but he's become a red zone threat again, which is what he's always been his best at. He's a fantastic red zone target, and Lamar is starting throwing it to him again there.
Honestly, situationally, that Diontae Johnson trade was really good for the Ravens for this game. Because like you said, Pat Surtain's just going to cover Johnson.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. You get traded in your first game.
In your first game, it just Pat Surtain is just there. He just erasing you.
Come on, bro.
I will say I do like the Broncos, but like you just said, Matt, I don't think any team has 4 players that can cover all 4 of the Ravens guys. And I don't think the Broncos offense is – the Ravens pass defense is terrible, but I don't think the Broncos pass offense can capitalize as much.
Yeah.
Is the Ravens run defense any good?
Yeah, it's like top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know, season Derrick Henry's been having, either way, no matter how good your defense is, he's going to rush for 100 yards against you. And just that's how it's going to be. And he's probably going to have a touchdown. And
he's definitely going to have a touchdown.
So, Derek, I don't know. I'll make my pick first. Give me the Ravens here. I mean, I think we're all going to go Ravens, including the fans. But yeah, give me the Ravens. But the Broncos cover. Ravens, but the Broncos cover.
I agree with that. I think the Ravens are going to win. I think they're going to bounce back and win. I think the Broncos are good, but I mean, have they beaten really a good team besides the Bucks? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think they're.
I mean,
they're
that Bucks
better
one
than,
was
like,
fantastic. The Bucks one was amazing.
I think they're better than like the mid teams they've beaten. But look, they beat the Saints, the Chargers, or they lost to the Chargers, Raiders, Jets. So I feel like they haven't really played I think this is their first. This is the best team they've played all season, and I think they're going to lose. I think it's going to be similar to like the Commanders Ravens game. I think it's going to be like a close game, but Ravens are going to come out on top. Sean, you got to pick.
I'm also going Ravens. If the Broncos played if the Broncos played a different team, I'd so be on that bandwagon. But like situational matchup, it favors the Ravens.
I want the Broncos to win. I'll say that. Like, I hope the Broncos do win.
I want the Broncos in the playoffs. Like,
Yep.
let's have some different teams. Let's have fun. I don't know. Do something.
I'm down. Bo Nix in the playoffs.
Lions, Packers.
What, are we doing Bears Cardinals or no?
Oh, I had that written down. It was at the bottom of my list.
Oh yeah, I also have that. Yeah. All right.
I think
That was the game. That was the game we both skipped over and then went back to it.
I was about to say, I think it's going to be a close matchup. Look at the spread; it's literally in favor by 1 point. I think this is just a really close match. If the Cardinals that played last week show up, they beat the Bears. If the Cardinals that showed up the middle of the season so far, they lose. So who's coming out to play?
I actually think that no matter what Cardinals you get, I think the Bears do win because the Cardinals defense can't stop the Bears offense no matter what.
But at the same time, did you think the Commanders' defense?
I didn't think the Commanders' defense could.
Very true. Well, I think that was bad coaching. I said that earlier. I think the Commanders were able to stop the Bears because the Bears sucked at coaching.
You hate Eberflus.
I hate Eberflus.
Okay. Hey, also one key
Eberflus
point
is trash. Shane Waldron is trash. Both of them suck.
Dude, the Bears are 0-3 away games. They've only won their home games. They've lost all their away games.
Yeah, but the Cardinals are like the Cardinals.
Actually, I guess they did win a game in London, but even though they're the home team somehow.
So, with all that being said, I've made it pretty clear. I'm picking the Bears unless you guys have any other comments for this game. I'm picking the Bears.
Sean, who you picking?
God, I think the Bears are the team. This one's tough. Like, I want to go Cardinals, but
The Bears.
Yeah, I'm going the Bears. I can't do it.
I'm going Cardinals. I want to see another good game out of Marvin Harrison. They got Trey McBride.
That's not going to happen. Jalen Johnson's going to lock him down, but
what's it called? Jalen Ramsey didn't lock him down.
Yeah, that's because Jalen Ramsey's 35.
Jalen Johnson's
27. 26.
So Marvin Harrison is a one-of-a-kind talent.
I'm glad
but Trey McBride's going to go. So you know what? I'm going to pick Cardinals. I just want to be different. Last time I went away from that and it backfired, so it's probably going to backfire me again. But yeah,
game of the
Lions,
week.
Packers.
If
game
Jordan
of the
Love
week
plays.
for sure.
If Jordan Love plays.
I will say, no matter what, if Jordan Love plays or not, I am going to pick
the Lions.
Ooh, I think I'm going to pick the Lions. It's at Lambeau. I didn't realize that's why I just said that, but the Lions have been looking unstoppable lately. Ever since that Bucks game, they just look on another level.
Yeah, I mean the Lions offense has been ridiculously efficient. It's been like, I don't know, Jared Goff has been playing really well. Last game he didn't have to play very well, and they still were good. The Packers' run defense is okay. Their pass defense I like for the most part, but I think the run defense is suspect against this backfield.
Mm-hmm.
And the Packers, again, especially with the possibility of Jordan Love not playing, give me the Lions all the way for this game.
I mean, the line, they can win so many different ways. Both running backs.
Yeah, Brian Branch is a dog. Brian Branch is a dog.
Plays. Yeah, I mean their defense is really coming together.
I was about to say I've been the least supportive of the Lions defense, but their young secondary is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I really want them to go in the trade deadline and get an edge rusher just to solidify their like playoff run. I do think this is going to be. I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm going Lions as well. I think they're one of those teams, kind of like the Chiefs. Until you can beat them, it's hard to go against them. Could the Packers win? Yes, but I'm not going to go against that.
The Lions in the Super Bowl would feed fam. I would love to see like the Lions and the Falcons in the Super. The Lions and the Ravens in the Super Bowl, or the Lions and like the Bills in the Super Bowl. If it's a Lions
Chiefs, it's going to be
Detroit versus Baltimore. Those two cities would just
or like Detroit versus Buffalo, like Bills Mafia, Detroit. Oh my gosh, in New Orleans too.
Oh my god! Oh wait! Oh god! No! Oh god! That would be the worst thing ever for that neighborhood.
Or the best. I'm sorry, dude. Man, the Lions are such a cool team. Man, to be a Lions fan. Anyways,
Rams Seahawks.
Rams Seahawks. This would be another good game.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Rams back again, and to see if the Seahawks they just picked up Ernest Jones, and I'm curious to see if that actually makes a big difference, because Mike McDonald now has another linebacker that he can use, because he has not been liking his linebackers this year. But it's going to be interesting. I think the Rams offense is going to be too powerful now that they have all their weapons back, and that Seahawks defense has been suspect, even though it's what Mike McDonald came in for, or Mike McDonald, not Daniel. Mike McDonald came in for. And then the Seahawks offense was kind of just non-existent last week. And I think, although the Rams defense isn't very good, a very stoppable force is meeting an extremely movable wall. And I think, I think the Rams are going to come out on top, at least on both sides of the ball here.
I agree. I thought it's been a lot of agreeing. I think college football is like so like 50-50 with who we're going to pick. And then NFL is like pretty definite. We're all picking the same teams.
I think Sean's going Seahawks, but
no, I'm done picking them. I'm done. I'm done. Every time I pick them, they lose. Every time we don't talk about them, they win. So
I think the Rams are like a different team now.
No, I think they are. I think
they looked really impressive on Thursday night, and
we all know how good Sean McVay is as a coach.
Oh yeah, I mean, is Sean McVay a top 5 coach in the NFL?
He's a top 5 play caller.
I think he's a top 5 coach. He's a Super Bowl winning coach.
I'd have to go and go through that list and figure that out.
I put him. I'm getting off topic, but him, Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid. Like I think I can't think of another coach that I'd put above them. I'm Kyle Shanahan. He hasn't won a Super Bowl though. I'd put Sean McVay above him still.
Yeah, you're off topic, buddy. Well, in the offseason, we should totally do a coach's show. Like, I'm so down for a coach show.
Yeah, we'll bring on all the coaches, and we'll have them debate who's better.
That's a good point. Anyways,
my final game.
Rams. Yeah, your final game. Bucks Chiefs.
Hey, that Colts game is going to be a lot better that Flacco's playing.
That's true.
That's true.
It's going to be so much better.
I don't know. I was really – the Bucks played really well. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. I think it's going to be a shootout. But we can pick either one of these.
I think we should pick Bucks Chiefs.
We're all going to pick the Chiefs.
We're all picking Chiefs.
Yeah, it's true. We might all pick
Would you pick the Colts, Sean? I can tell you I'm picking the Vikings.
I'm picking the Vikings too.
God, I hate NFL, right?
Wait, y'all have the same exact picks.
Do we?
Yeah, and mine are the same besides the Cardinals game.
Oh. Man. Yeah, I would pick the Vikings.
Well, let's see. I mean, it's either way. I don't know. What do you say?
Honestly, like Bucks taking on the Chiefs.
The Bucks don't have their 2 top receivers.
And they still managed to make it a game against the Falcons, who made it a game against the Chiefs. By the law of syllogism, it's going to be a game.
So therefore, are you going to pick the Bucks?
No, I'm not stupid.
Wait, what was the other game we were debating between?
The trash game or the Cowboys Falcons?
Yeah, I think we're all picking Falcons though. Okay, let's do Colts Vikings. I feel like we don't give the Colts much love in these picks.
Flacco's playing, which is big. I think Flacco's way better than Anthony Richardson at this point. Like talent-wise, no. And as a quarterback-wise, yes. It means Josh Downs, Michael Pittman are now unlocked. Jonathan Taylor's been playing great. They have a blueprint from what the Rams did last week to try and beat Brian Flores, and I think it's going to be interesting. However, the Vikings defense has been pretty much the best all season. Their offense is fantastic, a bunch of weapons, and with that being said, I don't think this Colts defense is going to be able to stop the Vikings offense, and so give me the Vikings.
I agree. I'm taking the Vikings. Sean, you taking the Vikings?
Yeah.
Cool. Good talk.
I'm
Good
glad
talk.
we added a lot of diversity this episode.
It's a,
I know. I think
this
the
is
trade talk was really good. I think the trade talk was really good.
Bro, the trade talk is
this is-
good, but this man.
dude, it's tough. Anyways, I think we should go ahead and close it out here. I hope you all have a great day. Keep staying on sports. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.